Namaste, my dears. Welcome to LaVi Sound and Yoga. I'm Laura, and this Yin Yoga sequence is for our lower back because most of us have either tension or even pain in this area of our body. And Yin Yoga is a wonderful way, and for me, one of the best ways to release tension in this area by yourself on your yoga mat. So you will get to know a little bit more why Yin Yoga is great for it. During the posture, I will talk a little bit more about this area of our body, the lower back. And for this sequence, we need a block or something similar. If you have a cushion, will also work to elevate us a little bit during the last posture. We start the sequence on the floor, so please lay down on your back and let the feet on the floor, so let the knees bend, because this is most of the time a more relaxed way for the lower back. So whenever you want to lay down and you feel really stressed and tight here when you straighten your legs, just put the legs bent. This will already release a lot of tension in your lower back. And then take 1-2 breaths with your eyes closed, maybe, to just feel your body here on the floor. Let go of your thoughts, because now you started to do something great for your body, and especially for your lower back. And then slowly take your left knee close to your chest and hug your knee a little bit closer. So we start with slow movements, and then we come into longer hold stretches. If you feel this is already quite enough for your lower back, you stay here. Or otherwise, you can slowly start to straighten your right leg out on the floor. Relax your shoulders and take a moment here to feel. Good. And then we inhale together, and with your exhale, you lift your head and your shoulders, and you bring your forehead to your knee. And you relax back down. Good. One more time. Inhale together and exhale, head to your knee. Release. And the last time when we are up now, we stay for 1 full breath up. So inhale together and exhale, come up. Inhale here and exhale. Good. And then release down. Let the knee where it is. Just place the foot, the left foot, on top of the right thigh. You can release the left hand already to the floor. And slide the hip a little bit more to the left. So what we do now, we let the right hand on the left knee, and we bring the knee over the body to the right side into a twist. This is one of the best twists for the lower back, like this. So the left arm can, I would suggest to open it to the left side, but with the elbow bent. Or if you want, you can also bring your arm next to your ear, to the left ear. So up to you. This knee doesn't need to come down to the floor. You can also elevate it with your cushion or your block. It's just, can also just stay in the air like me here. And try to relax your body now. So we will hold the posture longer in this sequence, because it's the attitude of Yin Yoga and the quality as well, where we work with passive and longer stretches. This area in our lower back, it's called the lumbar fascia, and this is one of the thickest layers of connective tissue in our body. And the fascia there are stimulated and moved by long hold stretches rather than short repetitive movements. So what we are doing here is really great for this deep tissue to get release and to let them slowly come into more range of motion and flexibility. That's just a little explanation why Yin Yoga is also great for this kind of tension. Relax the shoulders. And we take 3 last breaths here. Sorry. Good. And then slowly roll back onto your back. The knee comes with you. Step the foot on the floor, the other one as well, and bring the hips again to the middle of your mat. And here you can stay for a couple of breaths just to feel what is already maybe happening in your body or maybe not. And then we change sides by bringing our right knee close to us, hug the right knee in, and either you stay just here, it's totally fine, or you straighten the left leg out on the floor. And we take 2-3 breaths here first to feel. Relax your shoulders, relax also the back as much as possible. The left leg don't need to be super straight, it can just be bent a little bit. We inhale together and exhale, lift your head towards your knee. And back down. Inhale, exhale, lift your head towards your knee. And down. And last time we hold up and hold for 1 breath. This is something you can do every day. Is one of the most effective ways for your lower back to bring length. And back down. Then place the right foot on top of the left thigh. Take the left hand to your right knee and bring the hip a little bit more to the right. So you open the right arm now out and you can bring the knee over your body to the left side. And then find here your position, either the knee on your prop or just staying here, shoulders relaxed, open chest. So of course, we are also working other parts of our body during this class, especially now, for example, also the whole spine, which gets nice twisted here. All the deep tissues around our spine also gets nice length. We open the chest. We have also a nice stretch here on the outside of our right hip. But of course, the focus should be the lower back. And to continue with the explanation of this lumbar fascia here on our lower back, it is scientific proof that this part of our body is reacting to stress. So if we are stressed, this part, the lumbar fascia, gets more tight and in a way hard. So this is signaling pain to our brain. So we have pain in this area. By moving and stretching, we slowly can come back to a more relaxed part and more flexible part again. But it takes time. And what we want is to bring long-lasting changes, and not something that we, after the sequence, feel great, but then after 1 hour, not anymore. So we want to bring something which is long-lasting. And Yin Yoga is great for this. Take 3 more breaths here. Good. And then slowly roll back on your back. Both feet back to the floor to bring the hip back to center, and take some breaths. Good. And then from here, we roll to the front side on the mat. So we lay with our belly and the chest on the floor. First of all, bring your hands like a cushion for your forehead. So what we will do now is we come into swings, which can be quite strong maybe for some of you. So I will give you some options. We come onto our forearms. And first of all, place the forearms that the elbows are exactly underneath the shoulders. Because the first thing, if we have them too far back, we hold all the weight in the lower back. And this is what we don't want. So slide them further to the front. And if this is still a lot of tension, you slide them even more to the front. So you see where you can find your way of holding. And we want to relax the legs. We want to relax the butt. We want to relax the feet. And then what's happening is that we can sink into the shoulder blades, like the shoulder blades are coming closer together. And then it's more the structure of our body which is holding us here, not at all the muscle in our back. Maybe a little bit the muscles in our arms, but as we are working not with this part, we can relax fully the lower back. And at the same time, it's it is like a massage on our lower back. By applying compression here, it's something like it's pressing together. It is like a massage. And by breathing, we make this mini movement in this area. And this will lead to the effect that more water will come into the fascia or return back to the fascia, because the fascia, they are made out of water. And if they get rigid, the water disappeared a little bit. So by bringing the water back, it means that we get more range of motion, more flexibility, and less pain. Whenever you feel this is way too much, then you come back on your chest down to the floor. Otherwise, we will hold like 1 more minute. We'll take 1 more breath. And then slide the elbows to the side that you can come back on your hands with your forehead and just relax. And as a little counter movement, we bend the knees, that the feet pointing upright, and then let the feet fall right and left. This is nice relaxation for the back where there was a lot of tension now. Good. And then from here, you bring your hands underneath the shoulders to slowly push yourself back up. And we come into a seated position. And we bring our feet together in front of us, that the soles are meeting. So here also, if you want, sit a little bit elevated. So you can use your blocks or your cushion or your blanket, whatever you have, if it feels more easy for you to sit like this. We will do a forward fold here. So in a second, we will let ourselves lean forward. And what is really important is that you respect the own limits of your body. So if your limit is here and you feel already a stretch, great. If you want to go slowly down, is great. You can even round your back. But what I don't want is that you pull on yourself or you force yourself. Just stay where you are. This is great for your lower back. It's great for your body. Because then our body can relax and release and can give this space for stretch and for passive stretch and for really deep stretch, deep tissue stretch. So wherever you are, just stay. Try to relax your neck and shoulders as well. And breathe. If you want, you can visualize how the breath is flowing to the back, especially to the lower back, because where we had now a lot of compression before in the swings, we have now a lot of space. So it's exactly the opposite direction we are working on now. Relax also your jaw and your face. And whenever you went too far, you can just come a little bit back up. Also here, take 3 more deep breaths. And slowly make your way back up. Pick your knees up, that they come together. Bring them really close together and hug yourself here. Take 2 breaths here in a more relaxed way. And then we come back to the floor. Have your block or your other prop next by, close by. And then lay back on your back, feet on the floor. And what we do now is to take our block in the lowest height. So not high like this, really the lowest part. And we bring it underneath our glutes. And really there where is the fleshy part. When we bring the block here, means that the whole lower back is completely free. So there is no contact with the lower back on the block. This is what I would like to have for you. And if you feel already now quite a lot of like sensation in the lower back, you just stay here. Or if you want, you can try to slowly straighten the legs. But again, if this is too much sensation or compression for your lower back, you always have the option to bring the feet back on the floor. We will also stay here for some minutes. So bring your arms next to your body. Just relax as much as possible. Release the whole weight of your body into the mat and onto your block. Try to focus on your breath as a good point of anchoring into yourself. And we have here the compression again, like a little massage on your lower back. Relax also the shoulders so that we are not starting to tense other parts of our body. And we come into more stillness and silence so that we can maybe also listen to ourselves and ask ourselves, is there maybe something which creates a lot of stress in me? So my body shows me this as a limit by showing tension or even pain. Can be sometimes a sign from my body that I overload myself too much. It might, but it can be also, of course, totally other causes why your back is sore. And also here, 3 more breaths. Calm and natural breath rhythm. And then slowly be really careful by bringing one foot first to the floor and then the other. The area of your back is super fragile, so be even more careful when you now take your block away and sink your hip back down on the floor. And then for a moment, just feel the sensation which might maybe spread now in your body. And then take both knees close to your chest, hug them, and roll a little bit right and left. Wonderful. This is also a super massage, which we can give ourselves really easily. And then place the feet back to your mat, bring them as wide as the mat to the edges of the mat, and let the knees fall together. And we stay here for a couple of breaths in a way as our end relaxation, but we try to let the knees bend as a protection for our lower back. And we give our body and the system a little bit time to digest whatever we might have experienced now. So the fascia, they have their own memories. So now we showed them length and compression and all the ways maybe they can move. So give your body time to let this set. At the same time, invite this peace into your mind, that we also give our nervous system this rest, which will also affect our pain most of the time. Good. And then take one deep breath. Maybe stretch your arm overhead. Good. And slowly roll to one side. Let you come into any seated position of your choice. And if you like, to bring your hands in front of your heart and bow your head a little bit down as a form of gratitude towards yourself first, that you started to work on your body and gave yourself time to release maybe some tension, and gratitude wherever you want to send it to. Thank you so much for practicing together. We are so honored that you choose to practice with us, LaVi, and we hope to see you again. There is a second part of this video which will be released next month, or I put the link in the video description if they are already released. So check them out. It's also for the lower back, to get relaxation and release for this area. I think a lot of us can really need this. And otherwise, just check the other videos on this channel. There are, a nice yin yoga sequence, some dynamic yang yoga sequences, and otherwise also some information about us and our offerings. We are offering yin yoga teacher trainings and as well sound healer training here in Spain. So maybe even we see each other in Spain. Namaste and thank you so much.